Hello and welcome. Let's see, I've got that window open over me. Take care of that really quickly. Okay, there we go. Whoops. How are we doing? Welcome. It is Wednesday, June 10th, 2026. And another amazing day. What up, Iceman? He enters, scatter. Yeah, beware. Here I am. And yeah, hope you guys had a good one. I had a pretty good day. Pretty productive. Did a bit of traveling today and took care of some business. So happy to enjoy some time in Minecraft with you guys, hang out and chill. Yesterday we did a lot of prep for this Wither skeleton farm, and man, I'm excited to put this thing together. But I'm also it's going to take me a little bit of work. It's a little confusing, but I don't know. I watched the video once. I'm really just going to end up watching this video like step by step to figure out how to do this thing. I'm going to try and find the appropriate area to build this farm without having to cheat. We'll see how that goes. Learned a few things off stream. What up, Zycon? Kidding, sadly no job still, but I think I have a decent plan to get a job. Oh, okay. Oh, okay, Iceman. Hey, 7-stream streak, dude. Thank you. Dude, that's awesome. And Iceman, I'm glad you have a plan. That's great. That's really good. I'm happy for you. Zycon, how's your morning so far? And welcome, friendo. Yeah, so I don't know, kind of excited, a little nervous, whatever. Building a farm, especially one like this, one I haven't built yet. I mean, a lot of the stuff I'm doing in Minecraft these days is kind of new to me. But I'm having fun, learning a lot of stuff while we go. And, well, trying to make some effort to not die. But, yeah, I mean, this world, I've wanted to keep going on this world. We've done a few restores, and man, it's worth it, because this world is so cool. Doing good, bro. How are you in the fam? I'm pretty good. Thank you. Yeah, had a pretty good day today. My girl, she's getting, oh man, she's just going so fast. We're looking at some pictures, well, it was really yesterday, we were looking through some old pictures. Well, I mean, they feel old now, but pictures of when she was younger, like maybe even just a year ago or 2 years ago, and it's wild to see how small and cute she was only a year ago. Just growing so fast. She speaks so much. Just incredible. So yeah, man, we're good. We're blessed. Definitely feeling blessed. World loaded here. All right. Switch scenes here. Yeah, Zycon, I'm happy to see you, bro. Try and see if I can get this wither farm put together. I think I've got everything required. Oh, I just don't have nether brick. That was the one thing. I actually need to harvest a bunch of nether brick before we can really get started with this thing, because the nether brick is, I guess, pretty important to the build. Happy to see you too, man. Glad to hear you and the family are doing good. Yeah, we're good. This thing is still smelting away. Let's see how much nether blocks we can actually make with what nether brick we have now. Not gonna be enough, but a bit closer, so that way we don't have to actually farm as much. Grab another shulker just for that. Oh, and then I was looking at some of the instructions for that farm, and it said that there's a few changes that they made. I had to look down into the comments to see what those changes were. One of the important ones was actually using this iron door instead of a regular door. Apparently that can cause issues. Have one of those ready. Got sticks. These make liver. All right, acquired. box. Shulker just for the nether bricks. Okay, let me start farming a little bit more of this stuff and then see where we're at. Cool. All right. Got everything. Go to the nether. Right. This way. Oh, this Wither Skeleton farm is going to be clutch. Dude, absolutely. I can't wait to have beacons just everywhere. It's really what I want. I'm going to have some beacons all over the place. For every farm, I want to have like a box where I just have a whole bunch of beacons in it. So no matter what I'm doing, I can just set up a beacon really quick and make short work of it. The cow is holding steady here in the nether. Surviving. As far as I know, I could just tear down some of this tower even to get the required amount of nether brick that I need. Potentially. See how much we can get. Shalom. What up, Altus? Glad to see you, friendo. How are you doing this evening? I hope you're good. And I'll tell you one thing, it is getting hot in Arizona. You don't know that yet, that's where I live. I live in Arizona, southern Arizona to be a little more exact. And I have to travel into Phoenix, Arizona. Might have heard of. And dude, it gets so hot. It is getting pretty intense. Not even summer yet. Stacks almost. Build some stairs. See how far down I can go. Looks like I've got some salt right there, so as far down as I can go. Lower that music volume a little bit. Oh. Increase spawn distance. Get overwhelmed. right, there we go. We have a lot already. Oh, I guess I left that other shulker back at the base. Figure if I can get maybe, let's see, maybe if I gather another stack, I think with all the stuff I have smelting back at the base, I'll have enough now. Schematics in a minute, look at the parts list, make sure I've got everything set, and we'll start working on this farm. Yeah. Let's tear into this tower a little. So how's everybody doing? Hopefully close to it. I was just asking, how are you doing? .com. It's just a general question to everybody. How's everybody doing? Doing good, just playing some Valorant. Nice. Okay, that's a bunch. Go back to the base. I'm good, still hotter than Hades inside, but hope to get a job soon. Yeah, dude, okay, Iceman, I'm definitely rooting for you, brother. Sounds like that other opportunity didn't pan out, but that's fine. Maybe it's for the best. How hot is it out there in Minnesota right now? I know it's the humidity mostly that gets you, right? Humidity and mosquitoes. What's up, asking for a friend? Welcome in, friendo. Let me look at that parts list. Oh no, I need a lot more. Well, I need... in 16, 17 stacks of nether brick. 1, 2, 3, 4, 7. 6.5, really. Less than half. Got a lot of work to do. It's gonna be digging up a whole bunch of nether bricks. Mosquitoes, no thanks. Yeah, same here, asking for a friend. 70s right now, but evenings hit low to mid 80s. So it could be better. Eesh. Yeah, no, that's not fun. Especially with humidity. You know, get here. Spouse said nothing was made without purpose, but mosquitoes came very close to it. I agree. Yeah. I prefer not to have mosquitoes. I prefer to live in a world that didn't have them. I think we can tear down this tower right here. Oh, hold on. Yeah, I know. Oh gosh. Okay, as someone that lives in Minnesota, I can definitely say the statement of a balloon being loons being a cover for the state bird, and actually mosquitoes being the state bird. I can say with relative certainty that is definitely more accurate than it is not. Yeah, I was in Minnesota maybe about 5 years ago during the summer, and oh my god, it was pretty ridiculous. Like, I'd never been bitten by, or eaten by a mosquito on the tip of my elbow until having visited Minnesota, and it was weird. I was like, oh, that's the one spot I forgot to put repellent, and they zeroed in on that target. Pinpoint accuracy. They are no joke. Oh, jeez. Yeah, we'll leave that one out, but I feel you. I feel you. Let me allow that word. Not the other one you just used. But loons. Loons is not a bad word. Literally a bird. That's 9. What did I count? I think we need 17 stacks. Alright, well, I seriously can't believe they, because, oh, they don't like the sensibilities hurt, like, yeah. I don't know, man. I don't know what to say about it. Other than we're just gonna allow everything to be censored. No, what vocabulary are we eventually? We're gonna be left with nothing. There's not gonna be any words that are safe. We just keep banning every word because it's offensive to one person or another. Loon, yeah, I definitely don't understand. I guess that refers, I mean, people sometimes use the word loon to refer to people who are crazy, but I mean, I would think there's much worse words you could use than loon. I really wondered, did somebody actually complain to get that word added? Okay. Hang on. It wouldn't last a day where I live. I guarantee if I had horses still to this day, they wouldn't last more than a day. Maybe 2, probably being generous. First thing they do. Let's just Oh, I need to allow that one. You said but. I didn't like that. Most of Canada asking for a friend? Yeah. I don't know, man. Canada's kind of a weird spot right now. I was talking to one of my vendors. It was just yesterday or the day before. And yeah, he couldn't really be specific, but he was saying something about the world kind of going crazy where he lives. All right, let's see where's it. You're not wrong, I'll say that much. stop caring for other people's sensibilities. For bad words, it's like, oh, okay, yeah. It would last a day on any small farm. Sheep, cows, horses, goats, ducks. You name any farm animal, I guarantee they wouldn't last a day. Oh, yeah. They're fine. Similar to your south, just no action will actually happen. Okay, got you. Update that block. Oops. Tear this floor out. Would a beacon help with this? Whoa. Absolutely no patience for that kind of crap. It's beyond infuriating for me. I grew up with horses. I had friends that owned cows. So it's basically everything under the sun. And trust me, horses can be extraordinarily dangerous. People die from falling off of horses, let alone getting kicked or anything else while riding them. And cows. Don't get me started with cows. They are basically glorified freight trains with rocks for brains. Yeah. What say you, asking for a friend? You concur? Cool. I've never heard a cow referred to as a glorified freight train, rock for brain, but I mean, I totally get it. Makes sense to me. So I think that's 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 12, 15. Here. It might be enough. Go for 2 more stacks, just to be safe. Maybe that's enough. Oops. Get out of here. Simplest way to describe cows and other farm animals is the tolerate their existence, but if left to their own devices, they can and will absolutely steamroll you if given the opportunity. Oh, dude. Alright, yeah. It's probably a good thing I don't work on a farm. Not that I would do anything or try to do anything stupid, but I would be too worried about doing anything that I just wasn't completely aware of my surroundings or something. Good day. How you doing, Brother Trellis? I'm doing really good, John. How about you, friendo? Welcome in. Got a hair floating around my head. My daughter's hair. Are you doing great? I'm glad to hear that, John. I'll give you a shout out in a minute. This shout out key. And it's shulker. I mean, so that's 9. That's basically it's 16 stacks. A little over 16 stacks. And I think I was saying that's how much I needed. Sitting here eating and chatting with you. Right on, dude. That's awesome. Thank you, John, for being here. As always. Appreciate you. Let's see. Yeah, it takes a while for the shout out key to work. I'll give it another minute. If not, we'll give you a manual shout out. To expound on that thought process, it's not that farm animals aren't domesticated, but always treat them as though there is always the potential for them to go. Oh, okay. Yeah, far is a bit of an exaggeration in this context. Gotcha. Oh yeah, no. I will do my best to try and avoid putting any farm animal in any kind of situation where they're not feeling comfortable. Definitely don't want to do anything dumb. Let's lose. It is, right? 3, 5, 15, 17. 17 stacks. I have. I have 16. I need one more stack. Okay. Let's just fly around here for a little bit and wait for that to accumulate. It's gonna take a minute, isn't it? I can't. Thank you. It's gonna take too long. Need a little bit more. Then I need to find the proper area to even build this farm. That's what we're going to do next, after I just gather a little bit more of my nether brick. Alright, I think that's it. Inventory? Oh yeah, man. Thank you. I should probably start a counter of how many times I forget. Because I forget a lot. Almost like a death counter or something like that, but just forgot to close a window counter or something like that. Okay. Actually have more than enough. Get back to the roof. Question, do you know... Ooh. Oh, zombie piglin. These guys totally went and covered for that wither skeleton. Do you know any tricks for trying to find nether fortresses? Yes, I do, actually. Based on your grid coordinates? Or is there no surefire way, really, for bedrock, at least? You know, I hate to say it, but for bedrock, I'm not sure of any trick, honestly. Bedrock doesn't have it really easy as far as that goes, from what I'm aware of. I could... You know, the easiest way in Java is to get onto the roof. I just only barely learned about this trick. In reviewing all the steps for this farm, they included some tricks about how to actually find a fortress. But like I said, it requires going onto the nether roof first. I don't know, is that a thing you still can't do that in Bedrock, no? As far as what I'm aware of, you can't. I'll make some fire resist potions too. Just so while I'm making the farm, I don't have to worry about getting blazed to death. If I remember, no. Used to back in the day, but they got rid of that if I remember right. And that stinks. Because those Java players love getting on the roof. So it's a shame that they don't let Bedrock do the same thing. The other thing you need in order to make it easy is have access to this pie chart. Which, I don't know. Like, does Bedrock, can you see the... Are you able to see the debug screen like this? Can you hit F3 and see this screen? The debug screen is like the most non-cheaty but cheaty way of finding another a fortress. Like, there used to be a way, if you at least found one fortress, you could pretty much find all of them. And fire resist potions. Well, it wasn't even necessarily that you could do this stuff that you can do in Java. It was just in Bedrock. It was significantly easier in the sense that there was just naturally less stuff, so finding a fortress was virtually impossible not to find. Because basically, as soon as you got to making the nether portal, finding the fortress was just, well, basically you spawned in at it. Ah. Alright, that's cool. Yeah, I remember a few updates ago, it used to... Before they increased the complexity of the biomes in the nether and stuff like that, actually even before the the caves and cliffs update, I think is what they call it. There's more like random terrain and more caves and steep hills and valleys in the nether now, which makes it even more difficult because a lot of the times they're buried. So that presents an issue. That's ready for the next round of potions. Fire resist. Most of them in here. All right, let's see if we can find the right area to build this farm. I need to find Soul Sand Valley. Go south. Go back and screenshot the coordinates. Portal 10358. Head south a little while. Got Nether Wastes. That's good to know. A lot of those updates got pushed out because the progression was find iron, create base. Get diamonds, mine obsidian, create another portal, spawn into the nether, create your potions as well as at the same time. Your enchanting table, and after that, you're maybe a month away from taking End Dragon on any given playthrough. Yeah, it's taking me a while to get to that point, but I'm probably not the best example of how to do things because skill issues. But yeah, it took me, I guess, a couple months to get to the point where I was able to fight the Ender Dragon in this world. Crimson Forest. It'll go about 1,000 blocks before I decide to turn around. Just looking for Soul Sand Valley. Oh, deltas everywhere. No me gusta basalt deltas at all. Let's head back. I need more rockets. Come in for a soft landing here. Now let's go west. Wastes. Soul Sand Valley. Here we go. Okay, so this is Chorus. I think this is right about where the Soul Sand Valley starts. We'll mark that. This is where Soul Sand Valley starts. And whoops, I should have been looking at this. Trying to look for Wither Skeleton or a Blaze to appear all of a sudden on this list of entities. As soon as I see that, then I know we've got a nether fortress, but I've already exited the Soul Sand Valley. I want to find one in a Soul Sand Valley. So I know where that torch is. I'm going to go this direction a little bit now. And I've already left Soul Sand Valley that way. This must be a really small Soul Sand Valley biome. Look at that. Wither Skeleton just showed up on the list, and so did a Blaze. I'm going to mark that. So there's another fortress here, and those entities are climbing higher up the list. They're still on the list. I think I have to keep going until those drop off the list, then I know that where I lose them. That might be the end of the other fortress. They're still on there. So this definitely, I've found something. But there's another fortress underneath me. But now I've switched back to Nether Wastes, so I'm going to go back to this. Mark that. That's the end of the biome. And now I need to create a portal here. How about go that direction? Torch. Let me see how far this direction I can go. Oops. Okay, there we go. Still see them on the list. Now this changed into another biome. So this is where Nether Wastes. So over here, this is Nether Wastes until right about here. That's Soul Sand Valley. I'm creating what is sort of the perimeter of this valley. I don't know. I think if I make a portal right about here, maybe even over here in this chunk, this is how I will so let's see, how do I do this exactly? In order to get down there, I create a portal here, and I'm gonna need more obsidian, I just realized. But I'll use some of the obsidian I have now, then I'll grab some more later. But make a portal here, go into the overworld. I was supposed to bring TNT. I have TNT, I believe. So use the TNT to break this portal as I go through. And yeah, okay. Make a portal. Cool. Let's see, do I have? I should have. I thought I had TNT with me. If not, I gotta fly all the way back and get TNT. Smart. Keep some here in this box. Let's see. I've never done this before, but shouldn't be an issue. As soon as I start porting through, I light the TNT. Whoa. Hey, there's potential danger here. Oh, cool. One of those, whatever you call those biomes. I hate when this happens, when you end up porting underground. Okay, so that block went through, which meant that the TNT has now exploded on the other end of the portal. That's right. Gonna wait another second for that to happen, make sure that that happened. But now what should occur is if I fling this... Mikey, yeah. Okay, well, I chucked that and it went through the portal. Okay, so now I'm worried. Because it was supposed to be that when you do that, it makes the TNT explode on the other end. But these blocks are still going through the portal, which proves that the portal on the other end still exists. So these instructions are already kind of bunk. It's not happening the way it was supposed to. So if I go through this right now, then the TNT will be waiting for me on the other end. But I have blast protection. Dang, and I was using this guy's instructions for how to do that. I knew I should have probably tested that, but here it is. Dang. Yep. didn't work. How about I sacrifice a golden apple to go through? Just to be safe. That thing's about to explode. Okay, well maybe it did. I think it did. Perhaps another portal was created. But look at that. That's actually good. That's fine. We're good. That was an unexpected result there, but same unexpected method, but we still attained the same the result we wanted. So like we're at Soul Sand Valley. Look at, there's another fortress. Boom, that was a super easy way to find a fortress. And there is an ad break going on right now. So with this excitement, I think I'm going to take a 3-minute break. And I'll BRB. All right, welcome back. Sorry about that extended break. Baby was kicking, so I had to feel. All right, there. World. All right, cool. So hopefully this is the exact kind of nether fortress we want to have for this build. Hey Blizzstar, what's up, friendo? Welcome in. Hey Hit Fishing, glad to see you, friendo. How are you doing this evening? Hey Blizzstar, are you streaming right now, man? You good? I'm pretty good, man. Glad to see you. Yeah, welcome. Thank you. Yeah, I'm pretty good. We're making some progress in this world. We found another fortress, and we're gonna try and build a farm on here. No, I think I'm burnt out taking the day off. I got you. That's cool. I almost thought you never did take a break, Blizzstar. Glad to have you here, friendo. Let me give you a shout out. Let's give John. You've been here, John, so let's give you a shout out first here. We'll see a clip. Yeah, you're welcome. Yep, John's very awesome member of the community here, Blizzstar's community as well, and highly encourage you to give him a follow. And see if I can give Blizzstar a follow, shout here too. Yeah, there we go. Boom. And then of course Blizzstar. And if you've been here long enough, you know we've raided Blizzstar a few times.
For my soul. On God.
Awesome dude. You're welcome. Yeah, man, it's awesome to have you here in the chat. Go about this nether fortress.
Okay, I'm changing music. This is weird music.
It sounds like a
Gotta find the highest point of this nether fortress.
version of
Only problem is this thing does seem kind of close other by. At least 2 or 3. Yep. I think this is the highest point of the nether fortress. I need to get some coordinates here. So, highest point, my guess is this is the highest point of this fortress, and it's Y is 83. So 83. I should write this down. Okay, fortress top Y coordinate is 83. Let me double check that. I have very few brain cells, so already second guessing what I just said. So double check. I think I opened and closed all my games in my stream library 3 times today. No kidding. Yeah, 83. Yeah, it's you stream so much. If there's anybody I know who probably deserves a break, it's you. Hey, being fickle. I feel that. No, man. Like I said, you deserve a break. And it's an honor having you here in the stream. Hope we can provide some good entertainment for you to relax and just not have to think and not have to worry about engaging with chat or, you know, doing your thing in the game. By the way, as far as builders go in any game, Blizzstar is quite the builder. It's been so fun watching your streams and seeing you do your thing, your attention to details. But you're so intense while you do it. It seems like, yeah, like, certainly see that you deserve a break. Welcome back, Iceman. I think this is farthest reach of this side of the fortress. I'll double check this end. I think that one's longer. Check it out. Or at least they match up. So the furthest point of this, I'll just take a screenshot. 40 negative 444 164. And now I need to get the farthest corner of the other side. Oh, and this thing goes into some basalt. Oh. This might be a little more difficult. Because how much of this is going to be buried? And if there's any other high points, then I might not have a good idea of how high this fortress goes. Looks like it goes pretty far that direction. Let's see. Cuts off pretty abruptly here. I don't know. I'm worried that this might not be the ideal fortress for this build. But we've got some screenshots of some coordinates. I'll just do my best to go off of what there is. As long as there's nothing else out there, I'm going to take this as being the furthest point this direction for the fortress. Yeah, I think that's got to be the furthest point this way. Okay, so now got to make sure this is the furthest direction. What I'm facing east. Ah, no tier. Well. So furthest point this way for the fortress, guessing is this outcropping here, balcony. So I'll take a screenshot facing this direction so I know this is me facing east, and I've got those coordinates to work off of. Now there's a bit of math involved. The bounding box for this fortress is going to be based off of those coordinates. This whole fortress creates a big imaginary square that you can't see. But that's what's going to help me figure out what is the best corner of this fortress to build the farm on. And I'm thinking it's probably going to be in that corner. I need to get that direction. I need to get the most west coordinate now. And I guess that's over here. Right, snugged up where this blaze spawner is. So, E facing west. Hey man, nice shot. Okay, screenshot acquired. Now we gotta do some math. But before we do that, let's go back and find that portal. Here it is. This should hopefully take us back up to the roof. Check out that ruined portal right there. No, it won't take us back to the roof because it's going to take us here to the overworld. But now I can break... I can actually break this portal now. Out. And that should take us back to the roof. Block TNT. Oh, gonna drop something. Extra arrow. Okay, this makes me nervous, so I'm taking my time getting this ready. There's the TNT. Flint and steel, ready. Go. Now, toss that through. That should make the other portal no longer work. I'm gonna wait. Tossing those blocks into this portal should have made that other side blow up. But I'm giving it a second. I've got blast protection on. Let's go. Shield raised. Oh, what? Worse. And okay, it didn't work. Might as well mine those other white blocks. Be sure they're oh yeah, bone blocks. Definitely use these suckers. Wouldn't have a lot of inventory space. Dry gas would be cool to find too. Got some yeah, Blizz, I wish I were doing something a little more exciting while we have you here. Alright. Bone blocks acquired. Come back through. Maybe I did that wrong. Maybe I was supposed to blow up that other portal. Pretty far away here. Now that I know where this is, I could just dig up to the roof. Oh, no worries, I'm learning. Cool. I'm learning too while we're doing this. The funny part too is I don't know 100% what I'm doing, but I'm trying something new, and it's a little tedious, but it's fun. Okay, so let's do the math. Let me just pause right here, bring up the video, and then we'll figure out how we can figure out these coordinates. Alright, so it doesn't look like the video is actually playing. Fresh.
Description. So go ahead
Okay, there it is.
and divide each bite, or elytra, on the nether roof as a quick and safe way to scout for new soul sand valleys and warped forests. Soul sand valleys are particularly easy to spot from the nether roof because the sky turns dark teal in color when you enter one. The name of the biome also shows up on the F3 debug screen. To get a horse from the overworld to the nether roof, build a portal in the overworld and record its X and Z coordinates before going through. Once in the nether, break the portal that you just came through and work your way up until your feet are at Y121, and then dig a short tunnel to explore overhead for a bedrock block at Y126 or Y127. The debug screen has the targeted block information on the right side of the screen so that you can figure out the Y coordinate of the block that you're looking at. Place ladders running all the way up to the bedrock block.
Yeah, it's a bit technical. I'm gonna skip through here a little bit.
Build another portal at this location. Activate it, go through, and ride your horse into the portal and dismount so that the horse teleports. Now go through the portal again yourself, and you should find your horse on the nether roof. When you find a biome that you want to explore, build and activate a portal and record its coordinates in case that you want to come back here, for example, to get your horse. Set down TNT next to the portal and then step in while you're waiting to teleport, like the TNT. Don't worry.
See, this is what was supposed to happen when I did this earlier.
Throw a junk item through the portal that you just came through. You should see it disappear as it touches the portal. This item reloads the portal in the nether and lets the TNT finish exploding, which deactivates the portal. Now throw a second junk item through the portal. This one should pass right through, which confirms that there isn't any active
See,
portal
this
through
must
the
have been
portal.
changed
Step into
in
the
a
portal,
recent
and you have to
update,
create a
so
new
that
portal
doesn't
in the
exactly
nether.
work.
This time under the nether roof, so that you can explore this biome for a nether fortress. If you don't find a fortress, go back up to the roof again using an ender pearl, and repeat the process, taking care of how you travel so that you don't backtrack.
Yeah, this is technical. Ava Christus Rex, man with no name, welcome in, friendo. How are you? Glad to see you. How have you been? Welcome in. We are doing some technical Minecraft kind of stuff.
Over areas that you've covered previously. I'll have some advanced tips on searching for a fortress this way in the video description, so be sure to check it out if you want to learn more.
Alright, we found a
Once you find a
fortress.
fortress in the right biome, you'll need to figure out the approximate limits of its bounding box. It's not
This is
hard.
the important
Just
part.
explore the fortress and create a list of coordinates for all the dead ends of hallways or other structures that might be at the edges of the fortress. Also search for the upper Y limit for the bounding box by exploring the highest structures and their rooftops, and recording the Y level of your feet while you're standing on the highest nether brick blocks. When you're done making your list, look for the largest and smallest X coordinates that you recorded, and also look
Okay, largest and smallest X coordinates. Jeez, spreadsheets and everything.
for the largest and smallest Z coordinates. The spawning platform for the farm can be located anywhere within these ranges for X and Z values. Now take the largest Y value that you recorded and subtract 1 from it. This should be the Y
Okay,
value
so
recorded
82.
on the spawning platform. Once you find the general location that you want for the farm, press F3 and G to bring up the chunk borders, and then find the intersection of 4 chunks that are all within the X and Z range of the bounding box, and at least 100 blocks away from any other biome. This intersection
It's
will allow the
100
center
blocks
of the
away
farm.
from
Place
any
4
other
chunks
biome.
around this intersection.
Okay, that's an important thing to know. From any other biome. So I think this corner is going to have to be it. You're pretty good. I'm glad to hear that, man. When I play Satisfactory or Factorio or Alchemy Factory, you have those maths moments or moments where you, when you stop and stare as your brain ticks over. Yeah, I'll be honest with you. I'm having one of those moments where 10 years ago, I would have totally, all that information going into my head would have clicked. I used to be a whiz with spreadsheets, and now I'm a little overwhelmed, but I know what it is, and I need to find a corner of this nether fortress, and I just so happened to spawn in right at the, I think was going to be the proper corner. Pretty good. I'm glad to see that. No name. Is it crazy that I can do that all in my head and remember it too? Oh, not crazy, man. That's awesome. That's a really good talent and really good skill or mental ability to have. Maybe, like I was saying, maybe 10 years ago I would have totally been about the same, but I've done a lot of damage to my brain, unfortunately. This is water, so don't be, I'm not doing any more damage to my brain than I need to at the moment. Okay, so I need to that is good. Yeah. Yep, it is. So, I think it is going to be this corner. And I just need to find the junction at the end of this. Let's get into the game. Take this off. Okay, so, is this the side that had this tunnel that went into... side a little bit. Got some withers right there. That is the. I'm just gonna rely on this being the furthest point. So our bounding box is gonna be where this and that. But there's basalt deltas, right? No. Yeah. That's the last thing I want is basalt deltas. I would want to build the platform like right where this line intersects with that line. And there's a basalt delta like right smack in the middle of it. Oh gosh. Yeah, that is good. Like I said, that's a wonderful talent to have, man. Have a look at it. He like despawn right as soon as I killed him. I've never seen that happen before. Pretty cool. Where did the tier go? Here, if I can hit. Well, I guess it's gone. Above you? Well. Oh. Something right here. Bones from the skeleton. That gas here would be nice to have. What is this? There it is. Is that it? Yeah. Okay, now I've got 2. Cool. I think you flew past it. Yeah, thank you. All right. So it's cool. This fortress might have been ideal, but there's another waste on that side of the fortress. And then on the other side of this fortress is basalt deltas, and on this corner there's basalt deltas. So unfortunately, this fortress won't work. I'm thinking I just go to chunk base. Noise. Yeah, I'm thinking I'm just gonna go to chunk base and see if we can find something that will be appropriate for this build. This is taking too much time. It's just I don't have too long to stream, so I don't want to waste so much time just doing this boring stuff here. So let me just fly. I'm gonna fly back to base from here. That's gonna be, if anything, the only challenge that I have right now is how do I get back to base? Just do that. This will also help me know how I would be able to get back here if I had to, without using the nether route. I could also just dig up to the roof. I'll do that from here. Pretty easy to do. What does that mean? Chunk base, that is? Chunk base is a website where you can plug in the seed numbers for your world. I'll show you. I guess you guys could mess with this if you wanted to, but that number, I just typed in seed, and now that number right there in the bottom left corner of your screen that you're seeing, that is the world seed. That is the seed for this world. So the way Minecraft works is every world gets generated randomly, but there's that number, that seed that gets generated randomly, and that seed basically allows the world generator software to create all the different aspects of your world. Basically, what designs your world. and you can use that on Chunkbase. It's a website where you plug in any seed and it'll give you a map of the world. It will let you know where all the different resources and stuff is located, different biomes and everything. So I could just go to that website and plug that seed into the website and be able to find the different biomes that I want to look for. So maybe I'll just do that now. Save and quit right here. Bring up browser. I'll show you. Chunkbase is. It's pretty cool. I mean, it's cheaty, but I guess I don't really care right now. So apps, this is the Chunkbase website. Click on apps. And then here, there's different categories. Different things you want to look for specifically, you can do that here. But just a seed map is probably the easiest way to do it. So I'll just now paste that world seed here. And now, so we're looking at the overworld. Didn't think about something more than an algorithm. Yeah, exactly. I mean, that's what's neat about Minecraft, is when you create a world, you can put in a seed and get the exact same world that maybe your friend is playing if they share it with you. You know, content creators can share those seeds with you, and then you can sort of like look at the world on here to see where they are and keep track of what they're doing, or even help them if you wanted to. Again, it is a little cheaty, but hey, I've already done so much in this world. I mean, I beat the Ender Dragon. I've already found another fortress without having to use it. I don't plan on using it for much else other than, well, let's find a proper place to build this farm. This is where our base is. This indicates this is where we first spawned into the world, this compass, and then that was the village that was right nearby. And then this is the Mushroom Island where I built my base. And so now, let's see, look at... I want to look at the Nether. Okay, so this is looking at Overworld, and I'm going to Nether. And this might be the one particular Nether fortress. No, this is... Yeah, okay, so this is the Nether fortress that I've already been, you know, raiding and killing blazes at. I want to find another fortress, and I think this is the other one that I'm at. This is the one I'm at right here. But see, it's too close to these basalt deltas, and it doesn't work. It's too small of a biome. I need to look for a teal area with a fortress in it. I'll just keep looking this direction. That's a really large Soul Sand Valley, but no fortress in it. This is pretty good right here. Might be a little too close to these other biomes. A little better. I like the way this one looks, but again, that's the one we're at. It's not good enough. I think actually this might be the one.
Okay, I want to show you guys something.
So this is at negative 1,413, 139. Let me see where I am right now. I could be wrong. Maybe that is a good one. I'm at negative, you know, negative 400-ish, 129. See. That fortress is... I could look at the chunk base right now and tell you where that's... which one that is. So I'm at like negative 397, 128. So at... I think it might be this one. Yeah, okay, so I was kind of wrong. This Warp Forest. I need to look for something inside one of these brown areas. Yeah, so this was not the best. This, however, might work, but I like the way this one looks even better. That's at 2600, 491. Pretty far away from where we are right now. So I'm just gonna get up and get out of here, and then I'll go find that one. Double check if there isn't anything that's closer to. This is the one again that I spawn into. This is the one we've already raided. This pretty good. That one so far looks like the best. That's what there is, at least. Close to where we are now. I don't want to have to travel too far to find one. That one's also pretty good, but I think this is winner chicken dinner right there. 2600, 491. That's going to be our one right there. 2600, 491. So let me get up to the roof. We'll get out of here. All right, bedrock. Gotta find a 127. I think that's it right there. We're looking for a place to get up onto the nether roof from here. So, looking at blocks 126. I'm trying to look for a block that's at Y level 127. Which that is a good one right there. I'm looking at the top left of the screen where it says looking at block. It says negative 401, 127, 111. I'm looking for another one just like that, 127, but with a gap that I can actually fit through. Because that's a block we can cheat through. There's one. Yeah, that'll work. I want to remove our stairs, so I'll come up this direction. No, I can't get into it. Nope. Gotta find a different one. There should not be. Hey, Sandy, thank you for the lizard. Appreciate that. What you doing, Sandy? How are you doing this evening?
Hey, listen!
There we go. Give you a shout.
Wow, come on. That's not fair.
What game was that?
You gotta
Few
answer me, guys.
moments later.
I got killed by lightning. Um,
127. We finally found one. Okay.
I got killed by lightning. Wow.
Okay, Ender Pearl. And we'll just look right here and hop on out. I'll mark this block. I can blow that up later. That's fine. Here we go. There's the portal that we'd made earlier and blew up. All the cool kids are hanging out in here. Oh, dude. I'm honored. Thank you guys all for being here. Get back to the base like I was saying. That way I can show off something good I've been creating. Let's see, which direction did it even come from? That's a good question. Okay. This way. There's home portal. Been a few days that I've slept, so I'm gonna sleep. Nice man, better be. Oh, but then I'm here also. God, John. Yay, man. You're cool. Better be else, or feel insulted if I was included in the conversation. Yes, you are. You're definitely part of the conversation. I appreciate you being here too, man. So, yeah, this is all I really have to show as far as, like, what kind of build ability I have in my world. I made a big glass, well, what's supposed to be a mushroom. Inside here, where this is kind of got a book here to honor different cool things people have done in the world. I think I might have forgotten to update this recently. Big glass mushroom beacon. So that beacon is giving me a speed enhancement right now, but each of the compass directions has a mushroom door. You can see what directions I'm headed off, and I've got a happy ghast in here that I used to actually build this thing. Iron farms below. Some just manual farms around this world so far. Nothing too crazy. Beacon in the middle of it. It was fun. I was happy to actually finish this thing because I said I was going to do it from the beginning when I found this island. Interaction is the key. Ah, that's right. There's a lot of interactability here if you want it. There's even a few interactable items that nobody's used yet. Waiting for that to happen at some point. Gotta ask, did they patch? That update is for us with beacons to where you'll have a limited range. Yeah, I guess so. I don't really know. I can't think of anything specifically where beacons were affected exactly. Yeah, but that's, you know, my world. Mushroom Island is ideal because no hostile mobs can spawn here, so that's kind of the big reason why I decided to build my base here. Let me clean up my inventory a little bit, and then we'll go try and find that other fortress. I think I'll just go on the roof and use that same method. Right, let's go back to the nether. What I mean to ask is, do beacons still have a limited range from when you create your first one based on the number of, I believe it's iron, diamond, or gold blocks you have underneath it at least? Yes. Yeah, correct. I have the 9 block base portion of it. That has to be like this big to get maximum range and effect. Then it tells you on here, this guide actually clues you in as to how big beacon needs to be. So you can start with just a basic 3x3 with the beacon on top of it and you know, get some basic powers with the limited range. Then you can add layers to it and get better range and better or access to, you know, the more preferred enhancements. Then when you have the full pyramid, then you can even have, you know, one of these and regeneration. But I like to have speed too. I like to run around the base fast. you can use, you know, whatever you want. Iron blocks is easy because we have all the iron flowing in from these iron farms. Going through these hoppers that are all chained underneath here. Which, by the way, I need to cover those up with some composters again. So that they don't lag the world. And then we have all that iron flowing into here. So that we can trade the iron for emeralds from these guys, and then use the emeralds to buy books so I can enchant all my armor from these guys. And we have a guardian farm over here that I've tried to get to work. But it's not really pumping out as much as I was hoping it was going to. Or at least according to the YouTube video, there's a few tweaks I need to know. I need to make for this thing to actually put out. It's really, really dismal numbers as far as how much it's producing so far. Pretty cool. Like, I need to drop this trap down a little bit so they'll get stuck and die. Right now they're still able to swim out of the trap here that kills them. So it's slow. There's an AFK spot up here, but it's not doesn't help much. These are just kind of easy farms. You know, legit Guardian farm, you actually drain the water and you create the whole farm. But I just want to do simple stuff here. I'm just a single player world. I don't need to have, you know, endless amounts of everything. I just need to have a lot of it. That's the point of this farm I'm trying to work on right now in the Nether, is a Wither Skull farm. So in the Nether fortresses, there's the Wither skeletons that run around, and they are, yeah, they are, let's say they don't drop enough. I need to go to 2600 for 90. This direction. Get some more rockets. Wait a minute, so now that I think about it, there's no difference between using diamond for the base? No, yeah. Something like iron and gold is total range edges. Nope, there's no difference, unfortunately. That's kind of a missed opportunity, I think. I don't know what the reasoning is why Mojang doesn't allow you to get other benefits from using, you know, higher quality materials to make the base. Again, probably kind of a blown opportunity, or they should do something like enhance, like if you're gonna take the time to mine all the ancient debris you need to make netherite to do a whole pyramid, which would just take forever, then you should get like some super benefits from the enhancements. Like it should give you like tier 3 or tier 4, 5, whatever, based on what material you're using for the pyramid. This is a long distance to travel. So this is going to create a much larger world because I'm now actually making all these chunks load. So this world file is going to be a lot bigger. That's kind of stupid, but I guess that makes sense. Being in the case, I don't know, maybe I'm overthinking, but like it's infinitely harder to make 1 block of diamond versus, I would even argue, 20 blocks of iron, or even I don't know what that word is. Better. Yeah. Yeah. No. Exactly. I mean, netherite alone, right? It's just crazy to think that you wouldn't get some benefit from going through all the trouble of harvesting all that gold. Okay, got you. Yep. And gold farms have been sort of nerfed. It's definitely going to be far from home. $2,600, $490, I think it was. Wait, what did they do with gold farms? What happened there? Gold farms. So now, you know, a lot of farms in Minecraft are, especially the ones that involve killing mobs. It requires that, most of the time it requires that you use fall damage to kill the mobs. But they've made it so now mobs actually can like land on each other and not receive any damage. So it was not long enough to gather the building stuff. Agreed. But yeah, so now, so gold farms was mostly you have just a bunch of zombie piglins just fall from a certain height and they die. But now they can land on top of each other and not die. And so now the farms are kind of broken. They're not putting out as much. Yeah, it's kind of dumb. Like, okay, it's so funny that, like, you know, in Minecraft, Mojang decides to be so real or apply, like, real physics in certain situations like that. But, like, you know, but this is, I mean, that's your that's your avatar in the game is a square. I mean, like, what are we trying to do here? Like the fact that you can fly around using firework rockets. It's just, I don't know. Some of the things they decide to be realistic about. It's really, they're just trying to nerf farms. Alright, so, well, this is approximately the area where I wanted to get to, where the Nether Fortress is located. I have a lack of priorities and understanding this is game designed for kids. I know. I guess the problem is there's way too many of us adults playing the game. So look at that. Look at right there on top of the list, Blaze. And fourth down on the list is Wither Skeletons underneath me right now. So we are right above a Nether Fortress. So here we go. I need to make a portal. I'll just mark that. It's like the center. See if I can get to a point where something else takes top spot. I can figure out where the boundary is. I am walking north. Skeleton coming up the list. Okay, so right about here might be the boundary for this side of the fortress. Now let's see where this boundary. Blaze, he's up there. There's also Strider. I think right about there might be the southern boundary of this fortress. Yeah. Wonder whether like nerfing things people like. Lizard. Just balance, I guess. Balance. The thing I could think of. They want gold to remain a very highly valuable item in Minecraft, I guess. Strider, layer, boundary. Certainly much bigger on that direction. Wither skeleton. Striders for some reason. I'm gonna create my portal right about. Put some distance between what should be the fortress, just so I can be safe. It's a Strider. Oh, there's a Blaze. Kind of 50. actually could be a really big fortress, and I'm not reading this right. Is mostly a solo or with friends. Game should. It should mostly let you have what you need. So you can build. Yeah, I mean, cool. Oh, yeah, that's just a missed word. I'm gonna allow that. That's you can see why Automod didn't like that. Because dropping gold means the die, the more gold you get, which means because of infinite spawn rate on piglins, therefore, theoretically, you want to get too comfortable. I guess kind of makes sense. Dropping gets and collecting gets too fast. Friend game players, even though they've already beaten the game. Yeah. I mean, there's a lot of content creators I follow who, you know, serious Minecrafters, and it's just been kind of weird. The other thing too is now the zombified piglins can actually spawn with spears. You can't just sit there and swipe away with the looting 3 sword to kill them quickly and over and get more gold. Because now they could spawn with a spear, and as soon as you swipe at them, you could accidentally swipe at one, or you can unintentionally swipe at one that's holding a spear, and could happen to be one of those mobs that didn't receive enough fall damage, so has good health, and you know, you might swipe, and then all of a sudden you're having a spear. You're getting speared by one of those zombified piglin, and you don't want to get one-shotted accidentally, especially if you're AFKing. Make a portal right here. The finer points of updated my. Now it's spawn proof. Not to mention you can barter with them as long as you're wearing gold. Yeah. Oh, you can also use, you can automate that too. You can use a dispenser and use like a timer or something so that every however many seconds it'll just chuck a bar of gold at them. You just load a dispenser with a hopper on it in a chest, so it's just constantly being fed gold, and then it just spits another gold ingot at them, and you basically lock them in a little chamber where they have a dispenser right behind them, and it just keeps chucking gold at them, and they just pick up the gold right away and just look at it for a little bit and then drop whatever item they're going to give you as a reward. And so you have them sitting on top of a hopper, and so that all that stuff gets collected. Okay, light that sucker. Now let's try this again. 1 TNT. It's kind of a lot of work, but the payout's worth it because they drop, especially the piglins. They drop so many items. Like they drop spectral arrows, which is the big one, which is why I liked making gold farms at, you know, and making the piglin farm so that, you know, they get the gold and whatever. You get a lot of spectral arrows, and then quartz is a big thing. They drop a lot of quartz, ender pearls, lots of stuff. Oh, and blackstone. Exactly why they probably nerfed that, which, like, I guess, but like most of the stuff is because of speed running records, which is stupid that they would nerf. I know, yeah. Because it is like these gamers, these high-end speedrunners, they're not playing to enjoy the game. They're playing to beat the game as fast as humanly possible, and every time they patch something stupid like that, it becomes, oh, what's the next thing we can break in this game? Yeah. Speedrunners are definitely kind of not happy with, I think even they don't play the game anywhere past like 1.16. Like most speedrunners will just only do 1.16.1 maybe. And we're on 1.26 for the updates now. So it's been a long time now since most speedrunners even attempt, you know, current game. Because they've nerfed so many things. And man, speedrunning, you know, everybody speedruns almost everything. Any game you can think of, there's probably some group of people who love speedrunning it. What's wrong with that? it brings attention to the game. Alright, so we are going to get that TNT ready to detonate on this side. Am I good to go? Still have enough obsidian left over to make another portal if I had to. So, the idea is I want to disable this portal so that when I make one on the other side, do I go through first? Maybe that's my problem. Maybe I have to come back through. I think that's actually what I have to do. Come back through. Hey! Achievement complete. Subspace bubble. Screenshot those coordinates. We are really far away. We are 20,000 blocks. Basically 20 and a half meters away from our base. And you know what? I'm just gonna have a quick look around here. Just to see if there's anything cool in the immediate vicinity. A whole lot of spruce. Alright, back to work. Let's set off that TNT and then go back through. Right. So if I chuck something through here, that should make the TNT go off on that side. Wait a minute. Now if I chuck another item through, it still goes through the portal. So I think that's something that's been changed, is now the portal just gets created. Right here, let's find out what happened. Oh, look at that. Well, we basically got what we wanted. So that fortress is supposed to be around here somewhere. That direction. And there it is. Piglins around here that are gonna give me any trouble? I think so. Smite sword. Carrots. Got golden apples on my hotbar. Let's go see what's up. Yeah, this is a legit fortress. This is going to be perfect. This is going to be perfect for this build, because then there's no other biomes. Doesn't look like there's any other crazy biomes in the area. Sweet. This will probably end up being the corner that I'll use too. This is really lucky. I suppose I better get up to bed. A long day tomorrow? Yeah, I hear ya. Well, we're at the 2-hour mark here, so I'm not going to be on too much longer. That is a pretty cool fortress. I mean, I'm not going to be able to accomplish much. Half an hour's time at most. That'll be. This looks like it probably will be the perfect. Goes in, probably right here. Enderman right there. This corner. Probably be the corner. Doesn't look like there's any other biomes. That corner. Cool. This is awesome. Alright guys, this is where we're going to pick things up tomorrow. Right there. Cool. Good night, take care, have a good sleep. Yeah, absolutely, Iceman. Thank you for hanging out, as always. So myself, I have an early day tomorrow. I've got a meeting, got a call. So I'm not going to be able to stay on for any more than the 2 hours tonight. Yeah, thank you, John. So, much love to all you guys. Let's see. Can't do the normal raid blizz. Let's just figure out who should we raid, excuse me. You guys have any suggestions right now? I'm thinking of something. G-Pop 2024? Yeah, absolutely. Are they on right now? I assume they're on right now, right? We'll go with it, man. Thank you for the suggestion. Initiate that raid. We have their stream loaded here. Cool, playing Satisfactory. That's awesome. All right, got him here in the background. Perfect. All right. Raid initiated. Thank you guys again for being here. I appreciate you all so much. You all are amazing. You know that. But time to end things here. And looks like my stream deck is deciding not to work here. Good times. Welcome. Yeah, thank you, Blizz. Hey, thank you for being here too. All of you. It's been awesome. Appreciate your company. We'll end the stream as we normally do with the Lord's Prayer and raid over. Thank you all. Father and the Son and the... Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done, on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses, as we forgive those who trespass against us. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. Amen. Father, Son, Holy. Yeah, thank you. We'll see you guys next time. Appreciate you. See you tomorrow.